Hi there. I decided that I'm going to give up AI slop for Lent. And what I mean by that is that it's become so easy for us to generate images using AI tools that a lot of us are just using and posting and generating images that look pretty much the same and often don't have much thought put into them. Often they're just things chucked together. And what these tools are doing is taking apart the art that's been made by different artists and putting it together to make something new, often without very much intelligence behind it though. And what I figure is that we can actually do this ourselves. We can take images apart and put them back together in different ways, rearrange them and assign meaning to them. And we might actually enjoy that a bit more, might be more satisfying. We might end up with some more interesting results. So I'll show you now what I'm talking about. What I have in mind is just taking apart bits of different things we have around the house. I've already cut this one up a little bit to make a portrait the other day. But finding things around the house that we don't need and that we can tear up and find bits in, pull them apart, see what we can make out of them. So I've just ripped some strips out of a copy of The Guardian and I'm gonna just arrange them horizontally on this cover. And it basically makes a landscape. And I've had in mind another landscape. This is a landscape by Ivan Kranskoy, who's a Russian painter who's painted this picture of the temptation of Jesus out in the desert. And he's painted it as though Jesus is in the wilderness of Siberia. And I thought I'd have a go at seeing what happens if I take this figure of Jesus and put it into the collage landscape that I've made. Printed out a couple of copies. The low quality one I think is actually better, so I'm going to cut that out. So here we have Jesus sitting there in the landscape, a different kind of wilderness. I wonder what he's being tempted with here. And I found this picture of a falcon and I thought, what if I add that to the picture? What's that going to mean? When I add that to the picture, it makes me think of a few different things. It makes me think of the Holy Spirit, which led Jesus into the wilderness. It makes me think of the tempter as well. Could it be the tempter? Could it be one of the wild creatures that ministered to Jesus in Mark's version of the story? I found this tree trunk in an ad in Australian Geographic, so I'm going to see if I can add that as well. That's perfect, a snake representing the tempter and the secret of life and death too. So this snake is shedding its skin. It knows the secrets of regeneration, perhaps even resurrection. Here's another tree, gonna cut that one out. There we go. Don't have to cut everything out perfectly. It's a bit of a punk aesthetic to it, but I'm pretty happy with that. I may take photos of part of it and add bits in digitally because I don't have a problem with using digital tools. So I might remove the picture of Jesus and cut out a digital copy and add that in digitally. I might even sort of add some flames around the bird maybe. Could add some speech bubbles or more text. But basically what I'm wanting to do during this period is get used to doing this kind of thing myself. Taking images apart, rearranging them, seeing what I end up with. And I want to invite you to try doing something like that as well. Have a go at just tearing some strips out, making a landscape, then see what you can add to it to bring it to life.